Hello, magical creatures. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Unionicorn. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here and deciding to click on another one of my videos. I so appreciate you. So thank you so much for being here today. And today we're asking the question, what do your ancestors want you to know? So today I have a beautiful theme here. It's sort of like Day of the Dead, Dias de las Muertes, theming. However, I understand that it's not Day of the Dead right now. That was on November 1st. So I'm a little late. It is actually 11:11 on the day that I am recording this. Yeah, I had every intention of getting this video out sooner, but something came up. But I decided instead of waiting till doing it all the way till next year, I just decided, you know what? It's still on theme with the question we're asking today, which is asking about your ancestors. So I thought it was relevant because if you're unfamiliar with the traditions of Dia de las Muertes, you do the ofrenda, and which is putting up your loved ones' photos to be remembered. So your ancestors, a lot of people put up their ancestors. They can be friends, family, anyone who has passed on. You put up their photograph and you immortalize them, you honor them, you honor the dead. So yeah, I thought this theming was still relevant. And again, I understand that culture is not like a theme, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think hopefully you all understand. Not trying to culturally appropriate here, just trying to embrace some of the things that I already had around my home. I had these adorable little salt and pepper shakers. I thought they were so cute. And then this little candle, which I'm not going to light because, yeah, it's too, the wick is too weird, but yeah, I'll keep that little light going. There you go. Got it to flicker again. But yeah, I already had all this stuff, like this beautiful doll. She's like one of my favorite Barbies I own. She's so pretty. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of Dia de las Muertes Barbies as well. But I just wanted to sort of feature her in one of my videos. I don't know. She's my favorite. One of my favorite dolls that I have. Yeah, like I said, they have like new ones every year. I forget what year this one was. It's either 2021 or 2022. Something like that. But yeah, they make new Dia de las Muertes dolls every year, but she's so pretty, and I just wanted to sort of show her off a little bit in my video. But yeah, if you're wondering why like the camera's so high up, that's why, because I just wanted to show her off for a little bit. But let me actually pull down the camera to where it normally is, because it normally sits around here, so that y'all can actually pick what we're gonna do today. So y'all can actually see the cards and everything today. So basically, we have these 3 items to choose from today. We have this aura quartz, so like a rainbow aura quartz for pile number 1. Pile number 2 is this beautiful butterfly. This winks. I was just gonna say it's white and pink, but I said winks instead, but maybe that's relevant for some of y'all like Winx Club. But yeah, no, it's the white and pink agate, cut in the shape of a beautiful butterfly for pile number 2. And then pile number 3, we have this aura quartz heart shape. Yeah, another aura quartz, but this time it's cut into a little heart shape here for pile number 3. So yeah, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. As always, I have timestamps in the description below, as well as pinned in the comments. And yeah, you can go ahead and choose from just the stones if you'd like. Otherwise, I will do the shuffle portion coming up next, and then there will be a pick-a-pile linked as well in case you want to just go straight to the pick-a-pile with all the cards laid out, because sometimes I know some people like to pick with the cards. So, but yeah, this is, you can pick from the stones, or you can go click on the link to go to the pick-a-pile with all the cards already shuffled out. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me, you can stick around and watch the shuffle portion. Otherwise, I'll see you in your pick-a-piles. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, thank you for joining me with this pick a card reading, this shuffling portion of the pick a card, I should say, in order to make the piles for the pick a card section. Y'all know what I mean, right? Anyway, I also realized in the intro I said that this was rainbow aura quartz. So I don't think that's actually correct, because this is the rainbow aura quartz, which I have, but I think it was actually, they're called rainbow aura clear quartz. So slight distinction there. And actually this one I think is I don't know, there's like an angel aura quartz as well. So it could be the angel aura. This one actually, so I think this one's rainbowy because it's like got a slight pink tinge to it. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but so it's got like, it's almost pearlescent where it's got like the rainbow. So I'm going to call that rainbow aura clear quartz. But then this one here, I think this one's called the angel aura. So angel aura quartz. So just a clarification there for anyone who's interested in the specific distinction. And, you know, obviously if you want to find these yourself, it seems like they have a couple different names, which is why I'm saying that. Also, this was, I called it pink agate, which is correct, but the white and pink agate, which I was able to find it, but it's actually flower agate because of the way like it looks like it's flowering. So yeah, again, slight corrections on all of these. I will fix that in the pick a pile. But yeah, for this portion of the video, it's the shuffling. So let's just go over the decks I'm going to use today. I've got, of course, a number of decks that I want to use because this is the ancestor reading. I'm going to pull out one chakra card, chakra wisdom oracle card. This kind of gets to the point of what, you know, your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides want to tell you. Mostly your ancestors, though. We're asking specifically about ancestors. Then I also have this romance angels, again, kind of going with like an angels theme. So this might have some insights as well today for sort of what your situation is. If your ancestors are going to speak on your romantic life, and same with these affirmators, love and relationships. So they can tell you something about that, as well as the traditional affirmators and the creativity affirmators. So we've got all three affirmators decks today. Now this one is sort of the deck that I'm going to focus mainly on because this is the Santa Muerte Book of the Dead. So again, quite on par, I'd say, with the theming here, or just the vibes we were going for today. And then also might grab out one of these stained glass tarots. Although I still haven't fixed my little guidebook, so probably only gonna get one of those. And then we'll also get a sacred self-care oracle or two. Yeah, because this is gonna be a direct message to from your ancestors about what you can do, as well as we have the universe has your guide. The universe has your back oracle, as well as the wisdom of the oracle. And then of course we're gonna do another crystal healing guide. This is again just a fun message to be like, what do your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, specifically ancestors, want to tell you about, like which crystal might help you at this time of your life right now. And last but not least, I might grab out one of these little daily magic alchemical thought cards just for an added message from your angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Yeah, and again, to clarify, when I say angels, ancestors, spirit guides, obviously not all your ancestors are your angels and spirit guides, and obviously not all spirit guides and you know, angels are your ancestors, just to clarify that. But that's why I sort of say it all together like that: angels, ancestors, spirit guides. It's just become a force of habit, honestly. On my channel, you'll hear me saying it all the time. But we're just asking for the benevolent spirits, those as your guides, those who are, you know, here for your ultimate growth and healing. We're not going to be asking the ancestors who are not part of your spirit team, basically, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. We're just trying to tap in today to your ancestors who are part of your spiritual healing and your spirit guides, like your spirit team. So those specific ancestors. Although one or two ancestors might come through if, you know, you're listening for a specific ancestor. I was going to possibly also go over, I have a bag of charms, as well as I have a bag of like letters, so that maybe I'm just going to do that right at the end for each of y'all. So not in this portion, but at the end of each pile, 3 piles today. We're going to have 3 piles again. And yeah, so I'm going to do that at the far end though, at the very end of the reading. If I remember, hopefully I'll remember to pull out some letters and charms, just as like an added like confirmation for you, to be like, if you're listening and you want to hear if like a specific ancestor of yours comes out, you can look for names in the letters, or, you know, look for charms that have like a special significance to you or your ancestor. So yeah, that's also something that I would like to get pulled at the very end of each reading, but we'll see. We'll see how much time I have to do that today, because yeah, I gotta start. Let's just start by shuffling these decks. So again, we're going to start with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. So bottom of the deck, Energy Enlightenment. It's a good one to get. All right. Now, normally I put these off to the side, but now I have this over here. So hold on. Let me readjust some things on this side here, so I have room to put my guidebooks. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Reset from the last time. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please help us get the best messages in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1, please. Those who would choose pile number 1, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Best message, just one message, please, from this deck today. Sort of the overall message that is trying to come through to those who would choose pile number 1, please, from their ancestors. Please, pile number 1. Oops. Those who would choose pile number 1. What do their angels, ancestors want them to want to tell them? Okay, that one wanted to jump, so I'll take it. Thank you, angels, ancestors. My angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I should say. Thank y'all. Okay. This one did fall out. Do we want to take that for pile number 2? Okay. I suppose that we will. Okay. And then this one for pile number 3. Great. I'm going to take it. They did jump out quite quickly today, but that's all right with me, because I'm already taking a long time. My angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, my personal ones, always are like, you take too long. I need to get quicker at drawing these cards anyway. So there we go. So we've got the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards today, one for each of each pile. So that's sort of like the overall message. Now let's grab an angels, romance angels. Now, not all of these are technically romantic. Like, they can be, obviously. Some of them are specifically romantic, but there are a lot of ones, like the bottom one, playfulness. That one could apply to anyone that could still be platonic, you know? So this doesn't necessarily have to apply if, like, for example, you are not in a relationship. Just kind of ignore the angel ancestor. This is more specifically asking about what your angels, ancestors, spirit guides think about your, you know, your love life. Specifically, even if you are single, you know, if you are in a relationship, obviously that's going to apply to each person. So take it out how it resonates for you. Or if you don't want to apply it to this reading, that's totally cool too. You can just ignore the romance angels. But this is just, again, sort of a message from your ancestors of what they think of your current relationship or situationship or whatever. Okay. Y'all, I can't make this up. The playfulness popped out again. Okay. Cool. So yeah, for example, for playfulness, for those who are listening to the shuffle portion, y'all get extra cards. I always say this is like always a bonus reading when I'm doing the shuffle. But yeah, for example, the playfulness could indicate that your angels and ancestors really like how, you know, playful and spirited you are, like how you know, you're up and you're like, maybe for some of you guys are you know, single, ready to mingle, that kind of thing, and they just want you to get out there more and be more playful and meet people, that kind of thing. That's how I would interpret that card, at least from the, you know, that's just one example from this deck of like how I'd interpret it specifically for this reading. So we'll just see. We'll see what comes out, but I'm going to get probably one each of these as well. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1. What do their ancestors want to say to them about? Okay, that one flipped. And I know what card it is, but I'm still taking it anyway because sort of a synchronicity for me. Oh, should have drawn these first because they are actually bigger cards. Okay, so angels, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you very much. So can I get the best message in this whole deck for those who would choose pile number 2? What do their angels, ancestors, spirit guides, but specifically ancestors, what do their ancestors want to tell them about their love life? Okay, there you go. Great. And then next, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 3, please. Those who would choose pile number 3, the heart aura, angel aura crystal. Pile number 3. Best message in the deck, please, for those who would choose pile number 3. Oh, okay. Well, that's 2. I can't take 2. Do I take this one, though? I think this was the one that wanted to come out because it kind of fell out first. I was supposed to probably catch it. I had my eyes closed. Okay, so we'll take that one because I just wanted one of each of these. All right. For those who wanted to know, it's probably this. I think this was the card that came out. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So yeah, I think that was the one that fell out after this one. So anyway, there we go. I think anyway, that was the bottom of the deck energy, at least. So yeah, that was the, whoa, sorry. That was the romance angels. Oh, sorry if I jumped it. I'm scared. Sorry if I made anyone jump from accidentally dropping that. My bad. All right, so those are those decks. Now the next deck we're gonna get is the Affirmators deck, I believe. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do Affirmators Love, because again, we just did a love. These are all kind of similar, though. They're just good messages, direct messages from the universe. So can I get, please, the best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1, the Rainbow Quartz Aura. Aura Quartz, Rainbow Aura Quartz, one of those. Okay, thank you, angels, ancestors. Okay, so we got that one that fell out. So that we'll take that one for pile 1, and then for pile 2, please. Oh, that one wanted to jump, but let's see if it comes back around. Okay, the problem is that it's stuck. It's 2 or 3. I can't take that many. I just want 1. I need enough room for all the rest of the cards. So let's just see. Just 1 message, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, 1 message for those who choose pile number 2, or the pink flower agate butterfly for those who choose. Okay, that one tried to come out. It was really trying to come out. Okay, there you go. Great. So that was for pile number 2. Now pile number 3, those who choose pile number 3, please. Best message in the whole deck for those who choose pile number 3. What is going to resonate most? Okay, well, it did land on 2, but I'm going to take it as this one was for 3. So there we go, because I just need 1 each. So there we go. That was the Affirmators Love and Relationships deck. Here we go. Slips in like that. There you go. Affirmators, Love and Relationships. Now, next we'll get the Affirmators Creativity. And this is what your ancestors think about, you know, your career / your creative endeavors. For some of you, your career is separate from your creative endeavors, but some of you, you are pursuing your passions as a creative, like your creative outlet is your career. So take it how it resonates, obviously. Oh, sorry for shaking the camera there. All right, okay. Well, I'm gonna take that actually for pile 2 because it flipped pretty much right onto 2. I know I said that. Look, I just go by vibes, okay? If there's anything you know about me, if you've watched any of my other shuffles, it has to be on vibes. That's just how shuffling tarot works. Or oracles. Okay, so these are oracle decks. But all right, so that one's for pile number 1. Thank you, angels, ancestors. Okay. And then finally, pile number 2, please. Or 3. Got them all mixed up now. No, pile number 3, please. Best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 3. What do their ancestors want them to know when it comes to their creativity or their career, ambitions, their passions? Okay, okay. Great. Oh no, you got 2. Okay, I'm gonna take just the one that was upright. Okay, that's the right one, right? Yeah, the pink. Okay, I didn't read it. I just saw that it was pink, all pink. Okay, there you go. So that affects which pile you choose. You know, I can't stop anybody from picking the piles, how they're gonna pick their piles. So if the shuffle portion, like, you know, informs which pile to pick, like maybe you were on the fence about which pile to pick, if that's how you're gonna pick it, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way to pick. Just go with whatever feels right for you. That's, you know, that's part of this, is always to trust your own intuition when it comes to this stuff. All right, so, you know, always let your conscience be your guide. The Jiminy Cricket. No, but, you know, you always got to let your intuition be your own guide. You know, I can only do so much when it comes to these readings being, you know, all of these readings are always going to be general readings. They're going to apply more broadly. But if you want something more specific, I personally don't do personal readings at this time, but I know a lot of other readers on YouTube do. Okay, so that one came out for pile 1. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Thank you for giving me the pile 1 message. Okay, pile number 2, please. People who would choose pile number 2. But yeah, lots of other people do personal readings if that's something you're interested in. I don't have any personal recommendations yet, but okay, that's too many. I'm gonna take that one. I can't take all of them. We'd be here forever because I like to actually read them out loud. All right, and then pile number 3, please. Let's choose pile number 3. Okay. Again, that's 2, but I'm gonna take the one that was the quote-unquote top one. Okay, because yeah, that was another, a light pink card this time. Okay, great. So that's all the affirmators done. And like I said, I only want one each of these because I like to read them in their entirety, and they have a lot of text. So I'm like, we're going to be here reading a book if I take more than one of these from each deck. So, okay, there we go. So those are the Affirmators decks now shuffled. Now let's get into this beautiful, I never ever use this deck enough. Like, I honestly should use it more. But this is the Santa Muerte, Book of the Dead. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful deck. But yeah, it opens at the top. And then we've got these, got the guidebook, and then these cards here, nice and slick. I like when the cards are easy to shuffle and they're like slippy slidey, because then it helps the card come out easier. All right, so let's get a couple of these. Since this is sort of the theme of the reading, I want probably 3 of these. Angels, ancestors, please give me the best 3 messages in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1. Okay, already got a couple coming out here. So we got these 2, okay, and I want 1 more, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me 1 more. Oh, okay. That's the one, I guess. That's for pile number 1. There we go. Okay, let me actually switch to like shuffling. How am I going to do this? Gonna have to sort of change the way I shuffle these just because they are so slippery. Okay, so that's for pile number 2. That one popped out. Thank you, angels. All right, so can I get the best messages? 2 more best cards in the deck for those who would choose pile number 2. Okay, that was 1 more, and then 1 more, please, for those who choose pile number 2. The pink flower agate butterfly crystal. Those who choose pile number 2, please. Best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 2. Okay, that's too many. That's too many. I'm gonna choose that one. Okay, there you go. That's the one, and then angels, ancestors, spirit guides, those who would choose pile number 3, please. Best messages in the entire deck for those who would choose pile number 3. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. 3 came out. I don't know if y'all saw it, but they all flipped over and they're all on the bottom here. So they all flew out, but there's 3 for pile 3. There we go. Perfect. All right. Thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for best messages in the deck. So let's add these back in here. All right, there we go. It's such a pretty deck. I almost want to keep it out. All right, so then next, I do just want like 1 stained glass tarot message. And the reason I like doing this, Queen of Cups energy on the bottom, by the way, and it's a beautiful angel. Okay, I remember putting these back and being like, feeling like, again, sometimes I just get like intuitive nudges, literally like hearing my guides tell me to do these things, and I'm like, I don't know why, and then I forgot. Okay, so yeah, I remember putting this back in the deck being like, almost hearing to be told like, put the angel in the bottom of the deck, and I'm like, I can't remember why I did that. I did not remember I did that until I just see it now. So yeah, these are the sorts of things that like don't make sense to me doing it at the time, and then it makes perfect sense now, because I'm like, yeah, this is about, you know, your angels and ancestors and your spirit guides. So obviously we want the angel, Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. All right, so but yeah, let's just do one of these cards each, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, best card in the entire deck for those who choose pile number 1. Okay, that one came out. Okay, best message for those who would choose pile number, best message for those who would choose pile number 2, please. Just one, I just need 1, just 1. Okay, just 1, please. Okay. I think I was supposed to take 1 and then like I put it back by accident. So hold on, let me reshuffle and see if it pops out again. Okay, we'll take that one. That one tried to come out. All right, so then thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Now can we get the next best message in the deck? Okay, that one was quick. That one's for pile number 3. Perfect. So that was the stained glass tarot. And yeah, I just wanted 1 because I still need to repair The one thing I will say about this deck is like the binding of this little guidebook was not great. Like there's pages that fell out, so I gotta fix that. But yeah, otherwise it's a beautiful deck. I love the blue, what do you call this, foiling on the side. It's very pretty, but yeah, the one thing I don't like about this deck is that the guidebook fell apart pretty immediately after I opened it. So you probably saw that if you watched my last reading. But yeah, that was the Stained Glass Tarot. All right, just a few more now. We have the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Of course, this one is one of the larger cards, so I should have shuffled this before. I think I'm going to stick this on the like on the bottom of yeah, I'm going to stick this on the bottom underneath all of these other cards. But okay, so angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give us the best two. I think I want two each of these cards. I love these cards because they're actually actionable, as in they tell you things you can do right now in this moment to make yourself feel better, to take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. We often neglect ourselves in favor of taking care of those around us, which is beautiful and lovely and sweet, but also we have to always remember, especially if we are a recovering people pleaser like me, we have to remember to put on our own oxygen mask first, right? We have to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, we're just pouring from an empty cup, right? And that's the idea of Ace of Cups in the tarot is all about filling your own cup first so that you have an overflow, an abundance of love and energy to give to others. So yeah, that's why self-care is so vital, so important. Any therapist will tell you that self-care is so important. So all right, so angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck for those who choose pile number, okay, thank you. Those who choose pile number 1. Oh, and that is an 1111. All right. Oh, I see 2. Okay, there we go. So that was actually 2 that flipped over, peeking out on the deck. Okay, but yeah, that's my 1111 confirmation. Make a wish alarm. So everyone, make a wish. 1111, make a wish. All right. So, okay, so that is for pile number 2. We got 1, and then please another one, please. Ancestors, what do they want you to know? Okay, I'll take the one that was there. Okay, and then angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me, yes, perfect, thank you. And these 2 came out together, so I'll take these 2 together because I only wanted 2. Okay, there we go. If you're wondering why I only took 1 from that last 2 that came out and then got those 2, it's because, oh, okay, but look at the bottom of the deck energy. Family, that's exactly what this whole reading is about. It's about family, your ancestors. So cute. All right, I love that. So yeah, and this says, take care of yourself so you can shine your soul's light. Beautiful. So yeah, bottom of the deck energy for next time will be the family card. How sweet. All right, so there we go. That was the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. And then next we will grab out our Universe Has Your Back deck. Although, like I said, I'm going to actually sneak these toward the back of each of these decks. The self-care. I like having the self-care at the end. So it's, again, something actionable that y'all can go and do right after you listen to the reading, if that's something you're interested in doing. Just a good suggestion for something you can actively do, and then you can feel accomplished having done it. So that's sort of the idea anyway. All right, so then we have this Universe Has Your Back Oracle. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1, please. Okay, I saw that. Here, I'm going to take that one because that was the one that popped up. Okay, best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 2, please. Best message in the whole deck. Okay, this one. And then best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number. These ones kind of stick to each other. That's why I'm only getting 1 each. I'm grabbing the one that popped up. that I saw like the corner of. I don't know what it says, but I saw the corner of it. All right. Okay, so then next, there's still messages in this that I've never seen. So, I don't know what all of these say. Okay, that one sounds good. And we'll take that one for pile number 3. Perfect. Okay, so that was the universe has your back oracle here. And then we also have the wisdom of the oracle. I like these ones because they're kind of like ethereal, like dream. They're just like very dreamy. Like, you know, dream logic, where some things don't make a lot of sense in your dream sometimes. Okay, that one wanted to go right to... I'll take it. I'll take it. That's pile 3s then, because it landed right on pile 3. All right, and then can we get one for pile number 2 then? Let's go backwards then. Those who would choose pile number 2. Okay, that one flew. Okay, that one, that's cool. It went whew, and landed over there. Oops, dropped the little container. Okay, and thank you, angels. And then this one is for I laughed because I saw it, but it if you pick pile number 1, you'll see why I laughed, because it's relevant. All right, so there's for pile number 1. So that's the wisdom of the oracle. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. And then last but certainly not least, we have, well, we have 2 more decks. We've got the playing cards, which is the crystals, as well as a daylight magic. So let's grab out those. Again, I just want, well, sometimes I like to get 2 of these, you know, give yourself some options of crystals if you are in the market for getting crystals. If you like having crystals around you, I find it can be useful. Okay, so perfect. So that one again flew over to pile 3, so I'm going to take it. Do I take 1 or 2? Okay, 2. That will be the second one. There we go. For pile 3. Now can I get 2 for pile 2, please? 2 for pile 2. Okay, well, that was a whole bunch. That was more than 2. I just want 2, please. Okay, 1 and 2. Thank you. 1 and 2 for pile 2. All right, and last but not least, 2 for pile 3, or 1, I mean, pile 1, because we're doing it backwards. Okay, that one. Take that one and this one. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this. Do I take this one? No. No, we'll keep it like that. Do I? No. Okay. Was it this one? Okay, I forget. It's fine. I'm going to keep it that way because that's how I was. Oops. Oh no, we left one in the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck energy is for y'all then. This is the Peridot, Effervescent Joy and Happiness. Lovely. This is funny because Peridot is actually my birthstone because I'm an August baby. So that's actually, like I said, relevant. Sometimes my angels, ancestors want to make me laugh because I'm like, oh, that's relevant to me. It's my birthstone. So, and I just saw that it's 3333 on my timer here. So it's been half an hour shuffling these cards. So let's move on to the last deck now. Yeah, that could resonate for some of y'all out there as well, if you're also August babies. I'm an August Leo. But yeah, okay, so let's just get one more card here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just get one. I think it's more impactful when it's just one. I think sometimes there's so many messages that come out in these cards that I'm just gonna get one each of these. So that was for pile 1. Now pile 2, please. Best message in the whole deck. And again, this is another deck where I've not read every single message. There are certain messages in this deck that I don't know what they say. So that's sort of how I feel about a lot of my cards. I like keeping the mystery there, you know? So, okay. Let me just, okay, that one fell into my little drawer. There you go. Okay, on my desk. Okay, thank you. And then last card for the shuffle. Okay, there we go. It fell out. That's for pile number 3. Okay, perfect. So now we have all the cards shuffled. Thank you again, anyone who sticks around and actually watches these shuffle portions of these videos. I feel like I keep saying, I'm always like, I don't even know if I should keep these in, but every time then I read the cards, I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad I'm keeping the shuffle portion in, because there always end up being so many signs and synchronicities. And yeah, so I always like to keep this portion in just as proof if anyone ever doubts it, and it's like, you handpicked those, you know, no way could 3 lovers come out in the same reading. I'm like, yes they can, because go check the video that happened last video. I mean, so go check the shuffle. So yeah, this is going to be pile number 1, pile number 2. Oh, it's a little messy. Okay, but yeah, pile number 2. And let's fix pile number 1 a little bit more. Okay, pile number 1, pile number 2, and then pile number 3 here. There you go. So yeah, thank you for watching the shuffle portion of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the pick a pile selection. Okay, bye. Hello, magical creatures. Again, welcome back to my reading and the pick a pile section of this reading. So again, if you like choosing with the cards pre-selected, if you feel more drawn to a certain pile than another, this is just to help you with your intuition of whichever deck of cards you are being drawn to more, whichever piles you feel most drawn to. Go with your intuition, trust your gut. There's no right or wrong way to pick a pile, but yeah, just go with your sort of first instinct or whatever you feel most drawn to. And again, this is for pile number 1. We have this like rainbow angel aura crystal, clear quartz crystal, or rainbow aura crystal. Yeah, it has a couple names. I said that in the shuffle section, but I don't think everyone probably heard that. It has a few names actually, but rainbow aura quartz crystal for pile 1. And then for pile number 2, we have this beautiful pink and, oh, is it focusing? Yeah, there we go. This beautiful pink and white flower agate. So yeah, and it's cut into the shape of a pretty butterfly here. But yeah, the agate, it's either agate or agate. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, and it's called flower because it like kind of looks like it's blooming, like flowering with the design. So yeah, or petals. Sometimes it's also referred to as pink petal agate for pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have this, again, angel aura clear quartz crystal. This is the angel aura one. So yeah, and it's cut in the shape of a heart. And this one's the clear crystal. So I might have accidentally said this one was clear, but this one's the rainbow one. This one's the clear one. So yeah, sometimes I mix it up. But yeah, they're both sort of aura crystal because they have that, like, you know, ionized like effect to them. But yeah, that's in the heart shape for pile number 3. Oh, is it doing that thing again where it's struggling to focus? Oh gosh, that's gonna get annoying. Okay, well, there you go. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and make your selection, and I will see you at your piles. Thanks. Bye. Hello, beautiful creatures. Hello, welcome to your reading. If you chose pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. If you also chose this beautiful rainbow aura quartz, this beautiful, lovely stone. It's like a polished rainbow aura clear quartz crystal. This will be your reading, and today we are asking your angels and ancestors and spirit guides. Basically, what do your ancestors want you to know specifically? So what are your ancestors who are part of your ancestral, like, spirit guide team? What do they want to know? So we've got all your cards here. Now, I did have this moved up again. I'm going to tilt the camera down ever so slightly, so forgive me. It's a little wobbly, but that way we get some, that way we have some room here for you to see the cards. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be your reading today, pile number 1. What do your ancestors want you to know? So let's see. Oh, you know what? I was going to pull from the back. How do I want to do this? Actually, I want to pull this card first. I want to actually save these ones till the end. So I'm going to put it in the order that I shuffled them. So if you skip the shuffle portion, that's really fine. But just letting you know that, yeah, I'm going to start with the overall message from this deck, which is from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. Okay, so you've got the guilt card. All right, so your ancestors either want to tell you to release some guilt that you're feeling over a certain situation, or they want to communicate that they have some guilt for some situation in which perhaps things were left, depending on which ancestor is coming through. So, and again, I will actually, I'm going to try to remember to pull out some charms as well as letters in these bags for you, just in case some signs and synchronicities want to come out from there, to maybe point you as to who this ancestor, some of your ancestors could be coming through. Again, you could have multiple ancestors coming through in this reading. And again, remember that it's, this is a general reading. So just take what applies to your situation. Don't try to make anything fit that doesn't. Again, this is general reading. I'm only doing 3 piles for who knows how many people, so just keep that in mind, of course. But yeah, basically there is something overall in general that you are feeling guilty about, or potentially these ancestors have some guilt about maybe the way in which, if you knew them personally in your life, the way in which they behaved while they were alive. So take it how it resonates for you. And again, this is, I'm just going to say trigger warning right off the bat. Forgot to say that in the intro, but yeah, obviously trigger warnings for any of my readings. Just make sure you're in the right headspace to listen to these messages. Especially, I know that, you know, speaking about ancestors, especially those we knew in our own personal lives, it can obviously be quite triggering, quite emotional. But yeah, let's see what else they have to say. Now, this is sort of like what your ancestors want you to know about, like how they feel about your love life. So it says free yourself. Okay, so that doesn't necessarily have to be about your love life specifically. These are the romance angels. So could be romantic, but in this case, it's also just sort of a platonic message of saying, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Yeah, so there's something in your life that they notice that you feel sort of out of control with, and they want to gently remind you that, you know, this is something that you're only holding yourself back with it. So again, when it comes to these, this could be about specifically, like I said, could be a message about how they feel about your specific, like your love life, your romantic life. Like, for example, maybe for some of you, maybe your ancestors are like, break up with them. We don't like them, you know? But again, take it how it resonates. I'm just saying, like, that's what's coming through, like, free yourself from this romantic relationship. But if that doesn't apply, if you're currently single, for example, this is just trying to tell you that there's something in your life that you're holding yourself back from, or like there's something that I should say there's something that you're like limiting yourself with, that they want you to free yourself from that. Like, basically, they're kind of just saying that you're your own worst enemy when it comes to this thing, where like you have the power and control to release this. And again, next to the guilt, I really think it's something to do with you're holding on to this guilt for something. And they're like saying you can let it go. You can free yourself from that guilt. Maybe it's just the way you feel, like maybe some of you feel guilty for the way, again, if this is about an ancestor who you've known personally in this lifetime and they've passed on, maybe you're holding some like either resentments. I was trying to say guilt, but resentment came out. Yeah, so possibly holding some resentments or harboring some guilt from like the way things were left. Like, again, this is general, right? So I don't want to go into too many specifics, but if this is applying to you, you'll know what it's about. Like, something will come to mind for you. All right, so also you have the Affirmators, love and relationships. So again, more information on like what your ancestors want to tell you about your love life. So it says ownership. Okay, I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. All right, yeah, so they want you to still take ownership of something that happened. This sounds like it could be about either, again, it could be romantic, or it could just be in any of your platonic relationships. There could be some, you know, like burnt bridges there that you could repair. They're saying put in the effort to repair some of those broken bridges, some of those, you know, like some of those relationships that may or may not have, you know, you may feel like they're irreparable, but your ancestors are gently nudging you to like try to repair some of those relationships in your life, especially if there's something, especially if there are relationships that you really valued at some point in time and then something just happened. Again, possibly something you feel guilty about for any, you know, in any particular circumstance. Again, it really depends on your specifics. So you don't want to speculate too much about going to details because I'm trying to keep this more of a general reading. But yeah, you'll know whoever's coming to your mind right now is the person that they're nudging you to maybe possibly repair a relationship with, if that's something you want to do. Again, take it all with a grain of salt, of course. You don't have to do any of these things, right? This is just what your ancestors want you to do, or they want you to know. So that's interesting. So they want you to repair some broken relationships. And then as far as your creativity or your like passions in life, they say awesomeness. So it says, I am capital A awesome, and I refuse to pay attention to anything that makes me feel otherwise. Instead, I congratulate myself for every victory, accomplishment / teeny tiny step in the right direction. Because even the smallest positive action, like reading an affirmation, is evidence that I care about keeping my sweet creative juju juiced up. And isn't that the awesomest? Yeah, so they want to like congratulate you. It sounds like they want to give you like a grade A. They are saying that you did you have been doing a great job when it comes to pursuing your passions or your creativity in some form or another. This could be career based for some of you, but again, for others, it doesn't have to be specifically your career, but just wherever you find your creative fulfillment and outlet, they're just wanting to say you're doing an amazing job at that, and just to keep it up. So they're saying, you know, you're getting an A+ in their book. You're doing an amazing job at that. So they just want to congratulate you there, which is so sweet. All right, so then you also have the Affirmators card. It says, get centered. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to the center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of a blank favorite animal, holding a blank magical item of your favorite magical item, floating through space on a whatever your favorite piece of magical furniture, your favorite awesome furniture. There you go. So yeah. I like how it's like, oh gosh, what do they call these? Mad Libs style. So fill in your own blanks there. But yeah, they're just saying, remember to center yourself. Maybe breathing exercises could be good for some of y'all if you want to look into that. There's something called a square breathing technique. I've mentioned it a couple times on this channel, but it's very helpful to like imagine yourself breathing in like sort of like a square shape. So you like breathe in, and then you like imagine almost like the corner of the square kind of glowing, right? If you can visualize that. So you like breathe in for 4 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, like you count and it makes like a square. So it's called square breathing. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you come back to that corner, and then you exhale for 4. Like, so it's easier to like do it rather than explain it. But yeah, look it up if you're unfamiliar what the square breathing technique is. But it's very helpful for recentering yourself, because again, even if we have nothing, and I mean nothing in this world to our name, at the very least, like even if we feel unsafe in this world, or even sometimes within our own selves, you know, they can take anything and everything from us in this world, right? That's the tragedy. I just saw 11:11 on the recording, if that's relevant to anyone. But yeah, they can take anything and everything from us, right, in this world. Sometimes it feels like really, like, I don't want to get too down in the dumps about it, but like it can be really, really disheartening, right? Especially if you've worked really, really hard for something, and you know, like worked toward your dreams and it didn't pan out or something like that. But just remember to always be thankful for what you do have. And no matter what you have in this world, you know, at the very least, at the end of the day, no matter what you don't have, it's important to focus on what you do have and be thankful for those things that you do have. And also remember that even if it feels like you have nothing, like barely the clothes on your back, right? You can always still be thankful for the things you have internally within yourself. Like you can be thankful for, you know, your perseverance. You can be thankful for, you know, your positive attitude. You can be thankful for, yeah, just like showing gratitude, thankful for your connection to your spirits and your ancestors, you know. And again, it's easier said than done, obviously. But it really does help us get out of that lack mentality that sometimes gets us into these places where we feel like we can't accomplish things or can't manifest. And yeah, it helps us recenter. So centering is so important. To recenter oneself, to get centered, to be thankful. It's all about, like, you know, we can, at any point, we can always go within ourselves and close our eyes and manifest from within, because that's where manifestation really comes from, is from within. So we can always, no matter what we do or don't have in this world, we can always close our eyes, get our breathing in check, do the square breathing method, like, so it's like breathe, it's breathe in for 4. So imagining the 4 corners lining up as you're breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then release for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do that over and over again. That helps you get recentered. And yeah, again, so that way you can tap into your own divine power, and you can ask your angels and ancestors yourself. Like everything I do on this channel, you have the power to do it as well. Like, you don't forget that you are powerful. I'm not sitting up here, you know, like holier than thou at all. Like, I am someone who was just interested in this kind of stuff, and I studied tarot, and I'm still learning to this day, because we're all learning stuff. And so, yeah, but basically your ancestors want you to remember that no matter how dire a situation might feel, sometimes you always have the choice. You always no matter what. Someone told me this a long time ago, I think when I was a child, and it really, really helped me. It really got me through some really tough situations, to be like, at the end of the day, I still always have a choice. I have a choice about how I'm going to feel and how I'm going to choose to interpret a situation, no matter how bad it is. Like, trying to find the silver linings in life is just so important. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. But moving on, let's go to, what other cards do I want to pull out right now? Let's go and grab these ones, and I think I'm going to put these ones on the bottom if I have room. Do I want to do that? Sorry, y'all. I say this all the time, but y'all are the experimental child, the pile number 1. I don't always know how I'm going to lay these cards out until I do it for your pile. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this message. It says, I choose love no matter what. Exactly. Okay, so I love when this happens. So that's such a synchronicity for what I was saying. Yeah, so you always have a choice. You can always choose, right? You can always choose. You always have a choice, and every second of every day to choose either love or alternatively hate, right? Or in some cases, I've heard that the love, like the opposite of love, isn't actually. I heard this recently. I loved it. The opposite of love isn't actually hate, like most people think. The opposite of love is fear. So try not to choose fear. Try to choose love instead. At any opportunity, every second of every day, you have the opportunity to choose love. Open your heart chakra. Allow love to flow through you, through your centered, becoming centered. So that's lovely. Beautiful. Yeah. So always choose love. You have a choice. You can choose love. All right. And then, yeah, I remember this coming out actually in the shuffle, and it made me laugh. So this is called, this is the card Serendipity, number 18. So yeah, your ancestors just want you to like remind you that you can look for the fun serendipitous things, like the synchronicities is how I'm taking it. There's this beautiful movie. Oh gosh, I forgot what it was called. It was like either it was Happenstance or something like that. Oh no, I need to look it up because it was such a beautiful movie. It was one of my favorite movies. It was actually a foreign film. I think it's French. I'll have to double check that. But yeah. And basically it's about, you know, serendipitous sorts of things, or like finding synchronicities, signs and synchronicities from the universe. So this is just reminding you that your ancestors are sending you like little signs, like this is showing like a 4-leaf clover, right? For good luck. Like your ancestors are sending you these messages at all times, but it's sort of like it's a language. It's like a visual language. So instead of speaking it in words, although sometimes your ancestors can also come through in like songs. But you know, if you ask the universe for these little signs, you will start to see them, right? Like, and yeah, ask your angels to send you a sign. Your ancestors, again, some of your ancestors are your angels. Not all angels are ancestors, but some angels are your ancestors. So it depends on the person and your individual circumstances. But yeah, but you can always ask the universe, like in your own head. You can just ask, like, you can ask for sign, ask for a 4-leaf clover, for example. You know, might not actually see an actual 4-leaf clover, but like growing out in the wild, but you might see, like, come across something like this where you know, a 4-leaf clover pops up like this in this reading today, in this video. Or like, so you might be watching you know, TV or a movie, and a 4-leaf clover, like St. Patrick's Day sort of thing, comes up, right? Something like that. So there is always like these opportunities to find these serendipitous moments. And that's what your ancestors, they're asking you to learn their language so that they can communicate more directly with you. Because yeah, they're always sending you these little signs and synchronicities. It's just about learning how to recognize them. So yeah, that's beautiful. And let me look that up real quick. I think it's called Happenstance. It's a beautiful movie, but I forget. Yeah, I think it is called Happenstance. Yeah, it's all about, so the overview is saying a constructed and intricate comedy about how subtle twists of fate can affect the lives of total strangers. Yeah, it was called Happenstance. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful movie. Yeah, it came out in 2000. I think it's a French film. I don't know. It's reminding me to go rewatch this because I really liked this movie. Forgive me if it's not actually a French film. I can't find that, but it is a foreign film. So you will need subtitles or know how to speak that language. But I believe it's French. Yeah, it's coming up also next to like Amelie, if y'all are familiar with Amelie. So, but yeah, the movie Happenstance is coming to mind. So there's all these beautiful, like, that movie was all about signs and synchronicities and how, like, basically the world is more divine than some people give it credit for. Like, there's always these like crazy little, I like to call them coinky dinks. Like, there's all these little crazy coincidences that are constantly happening around us. And if we only, you know, learn how to tune in and connect to them. All right, so then you also have a couple of these other cards. Oh, you got 10 of Pentacles, and look how beautiful that is. The butterfly. Oh, I just noticed, actually. Are those feet? That's funny. I just thought it was a pretty butterfly, but actually it's like, because these are the Dia de las Muertes cards, or actually they're, sorry, they're the Santa Muerte, Book of the Dead cards. But yeah, so you got 10 of Pentacles though. So, wealth, abundance, that's beautiful. So yeah, your spirit team is reminding you that you have lots of wealth and abundance. As long as you are, keeping your mind open to receive that abundance. And again, this is, you know, good luck. Obviously, 4-leaf clovers represent good luck. So yeah, they're just reminding you that you do have the ability to manifest, and yeah, they're sending you good luck and abundance, which is beautiful. Okay, so then you also have Knight of Swords, as well as the Moon. Okay, mysteries. Okay, so I'm realizing I don't have enough room to show y'all. Do I have to like turn this down even more? Oh my gosh. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you can see the cards enough. There you go. I don't like having to overlay the cards, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how the deck shuffles. All right. Yeah. Then we also have this card here, 4 of Wands. Okay. Ooh, and then you also have, so these are the self-care oracles. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can't make this up. I swear I didn't see this card beforehand. Okay, so first things first, your ancestors want you to drink more water. They say hydrate, connect with water. Some of y'all might be, but don't have to be, water signs. But just, yeah, the water represents like, I can't get over that last card. Okay, water represents emotions, so getting in touch again with your emotions. So cleansing your space or your inner body with water. It's purification, it's purifying. So definitely, this is a reminder to go drink some water. Your ancestors saying, don't be dehydrated. Take care of your body that way. And then, but y'all, I cannot make this up. Connect with your ancestors. This is wild that this came out in this reading. I cannot. I swear, you can go back. I say this every time. Every time I'm recording the shuffle, I always feel so silly recording the shuffles, and then stuff like this happens where I'm like, I recorded the shuffle. You can go see. It came out in the shuffle. I did not see this card before I put it down. That's wild. Okay. So yeah. So you've got hydrate and connect with your ancestors. So again, you can make like, well, I was mentioning in the earlier, you could make an ofrenda if you want to connect with your ancestors. That's something that you can do, as well as, there's a number of things, but yeah, that's one thing that's coming to mind. Like, you can make like a shrine or an ofrenda to your ancestors, or you could again do more. You could just, you know, prayer works as well to connect with your ancestors. But yeah, that's wild. I can't believe connect with your ancestors came out. All right. Sorry about this layout today, though. Pile 1. I'm like, this layout ain't it, but hopefully you're okay with the little bit of chaoticness here. All right, so then we also have, for your crystals, we have blue quartz, creativity, expression, and peace. Beautiful. And Amazonite, fluidity, playful, optimistic. All right, and it's funny because playfulness actually came out twice in the, because that was sort of a crazy sign synchronicity. So maybe some of you are from the shuffle, because playful from this deck came out twice. So, but yeah, these are some good stones to get if you want to connect with these energies of creativity and playfulness. Again, being more optimistic, which is what I was talking about earlier, which was like trying to, you know, look on the bright side of things, glass half full, right? Like this hydrate card has the glass more than half full here. And what was the other phrase I used? Oh, yeah, the silver linings, looking for the silver linings, that kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, but that's wild. All right, so these are your crystals that your ancestors want you to look into getting if you are in the market for crystals. Of course, you don't have to get them, but if you want another crystal to add to your collection, these might be good. The blue quartz or the Amazonite to tap into those energies. All right, and then this, again, sorry y'all, this layout, I swear I usually have neater, better presenting layouts. This is not the best layout I've done, but that's okay. You know, we're just gonna roll with it. There. Okay. And then we have, last but not least, we have this little message. It says, ask yourself, who am I being today? Oh my gosh, this came out in the last reading. That's so crazy. Now recalibrate. All right, so again, this might be a sign actually to check out my other reading I did right before this one. I think it was the, oh yeah, villain era with the Disney villains reading, because that popped out in the last reading. But yeah, ask yourself, who am I being today? So yeah, basically your ancestors just want you to focus on becoming more centered, doing some more internal work, and also connecting again with they just want to, basically they want to tell you to look for them, to listen for them, you know, look for those signs and synchronicities, look for the serendipity, like the happenstance movie moments, look for the kawinky dinks, as I like to call them. Like, because when you start paying attention to those, you'll notice like right away, they're like, how is that even possible? Like, you'll start to, like, if you look for them, you'll start to really, it will like blow your mind how many crazy coincidences happen if you actually pay attention to them. And write them down, possibly. For some of you, you can even write them down in like what I like to call a book of shadows. So yeah. But anyway, this is your reading pile 1. I know I didn't get into everything, every single card, but yeah, we're about at time here, half an hour per reading. I only have that much time, but yeah, this has been your reading pile number 1. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that amazing stuff. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. And yeah, again, just gonna leave you with the message. Your ancestors want you to free yourself from something, possibly releasing this guilt about something. Maybe it wasn't like a perfect ending. For some of you, it could have been you lost this ancestor quite suddenly for some, and maybe you didn't feel like you were able to say a proper goodbye for some of you even. And if that's the way you feel, again, I'm so sorry, pile 1. That is heartbreaking. But just know that your ancestors are with you. They're watching over you. They're guiding you. And above all, they love you so much. They love you. So don't ever forget that. Yeah. But again, connect, choose love every day. Continue to work on your internal work, practice self-care, and always choose love. And again, connect with your ancestors. They want you to see the little signs and synchronicities that they are sending you. They want to be able to communicate more with you. Okay, so just be open to that. Oh yeah, last but not least, I said I was gonna, speaking of, grab out some charms as well as some letters. So again, if you are sound sensitive, maybe turn down your listening device at this time. I'm going to use this little clear heart-shaped bowl because I had it and it seemed right. So, but yeah, let me pull out some charms and letters, and I'm not gonna like find words in these letters. I'm just gonna have them fall where they fall, and I'm gonna turn them over, of course, but just gonna kind of fill this bowl up. So yeah, go ahead and turn down your listening device now if you are sensitive, but I'm gonna make some loud sounds here. I'm gonna pull out some letters here. Okay, that's all. One more. Okay, those are the letters. This one flew. Okay, so, but we're gonna just go ahead and flip them over so you can see, you can maybe find some names or initials in these letters here. Oh, I'm gonna try to keep them relatively unmoved from where they landed. There you go. So yeah, you can find names, and you might be able to spell out a whole name or just your initials for some of you. All right, and then here's the charms again. This can get quite loud, so fair warning there. All right, so let me just dig deep here, find some. Oh, there might not be too much room. This is the first time I'm doing this. Hold on. Let me just pull out some more of these little charms. Okay. All right. So let's see what you got. You got the number 6, the number 5, and the number 2. I'm actually going to pull those out because they are quite large. And yeah, you've got a little, what is this? A cauldron, witch's cauldron. Oh, Ariel. She's my favorite Disney princess growing up. Little Mermaid Ariel. You might love mermaids or the ocean. Might connect with your ancestors over that. We've got the little cute little Pusheen kitty here. Pusheen cat came out there. Also, oh, where was this? There you go. Also a cute little heart-shaped button. This is so sweet. I love this pink heart-shaped button. This could be again relevant for some of you if you sew or something. Then we also have this beautiful charm. I'm not even sure what to call this. It's like lilies of the valley almost, which is crazy because I actually have, I don't usually show this, but I have this beautiful lily of the valley. It's sort of like a recreation of the Romanovs eggs. So the oh my gosh, why am I going blank on it? The Fabergé eggs, but specifically the one commissioned from Fabergé. I mean, almost all of Fabergé eggs were originally commissioned for the Romanov family. However, of course, there's the Fabergé had his own like shop, and so anyway, there's a whole history there. But yeah, this one is supposed to be sort of like a nod to the Lily of the Valley Fabergé egg commissioned from the Romanov family. So perhaps your ancestors are Russian for some of you. But yeah, it's just like a little trinket thing. I don't know if that was the original. It's not an exact recreation, but it's supposed to, you know, be similar to the Romanov Fabergé egg. So yeah, I wouldn't normally show that in this reading, but I just happened to have it sitting off right over there. And yeah, because this charm came out here, and it reminds me of the Lily of the Valley. So again, maybe someone's name is Lily who's coming through. Yeah, but that's gonna do it for this reading today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again for letting me read for you pile number 1. And yeah, I hope someone stuck around to get the charms and the letters, because I forgot to do that. I already sort of did my whole outro. But yeah, y'all, the real VIPs, y'all got to get your charms and letters, because yeah. But again, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching this reading, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful butterfly shaped pink and white flower agate. This is going to be your reading, pile 2. And again, we are asking the question today, what do your ancestors want to tell you? So basically, oh, I did move the camera, so I guess I'm just going to move it back down so that we can lay out your cards here. But yeah, just wanted to show off my pretty little doll again. Yeah, let's just go ahead and like that. Go ahead and readjust the camera. Sorry about that. There you go. Okay. But yeah, let's just jump into your cards today. We are again asking the question, what do your ancestors want to tell you, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides? Now, again, to clarify, sometimes your ancestors are in fact your angels and spirit guides. However, sometimes you have angels and spirit guides that are not your ancestors. So I know it can be a little confusing. So when I say angels, ancestors, spirit guides, that's why I include all of them. But sometimes, you know, a spirit or an entity could be one or all 3 of those things, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, but right now we're asking specifically to tap into what your ancestors want to tell you. So again, your ancestors don't have to be one of your angels or spirit guides. However, I am only asking for benevolent spirits to come through, only those who are interested in your most high development and the best outcomes for all. So I'm only asking those ancestors who are, you know, who are invested in your spiritual growth, and so to come through today. So yeah, we are again going to start with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Sorry, I don't know why I said that weird way. Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. This is sort of like the overall message your ancestors want to tell you at this time. Okay, so it's impasse. So they're saying you're at an impasse. You're trying to make a decision. They want to acknowledge that you're sort of at this like crossroads in your life is what's coming through here. So that's interesting. All right, so also we have the romance angels. Now this could be what your ancestors think about your personal romantic life, whether you're single or in a relationship. We'll see what comes out, but it doesn't always have to be. Like, there are non-romantic cards in this deck, so just want to see what comes out. Yeah, so it says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so yeah, this is for some of you who are still looking for your soulmate. This is just a message that your ancestors just want you to keep an open mind with that. Now, again, if you are like, I'm not looking for my soulmate, I'm tied down, I'm married, you know, whatever, that's totally fine. You can just disregard this specific part of the message. Again, these are, all of my readings are general readings. So just, you know, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. You know, just take what applies to you, because this is general. But yeah, keep an open mind. So this could be also just more broadly, like they want you to keep an open mind about something else, potentially something else in your life, potentially like a career change or something like that. So again, just take it how it applies to you in your specific situation, because this is, again, general. I just want to keep reiterating that it is general. This is a general reading, so it's not everything's going to apply to everybody. So just, you know, take what fits and forget the rest. And if you feel like this is if you feel like this isn't resonating, you can always go and pick a different pile. But all right, so then you also have these cards, which are the Affirmators cards, and these are like specific messages directly from your ancestors. So it says connection. Oh, the little penguin, so cute. It says connection. I am connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Oh, yeah, your ancestors just want you to know that you're supported. You're surrounded by loving light and their support, and they want you to know that they support you. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Yeah, so they want you to get out there and connect more with other people. Some of you might not like to hear that. Like, I know personally, I'm like, I wouldn't want to hear that, only because I'm such an introvert. But no, it's so important to connect with other people. You know, it's, I think, one of the most beautiful things about life is, you know, if not the most beautiful thing about life, is our connections with other people. You know, of course, you know, the traveling and seeing the world and the beautiful splendor of Mother Nature is gorgeous, right? But I still think it pales in comparison to having strong, special connections with those around us, so those loved ones. So yeah, they want you to connect more with others. They want you to get out there and put yourself out there more. All right, and then you also have the Affirmators creativity. So this is sort of more specifically about your creative passions, or sometimes your career, depending on your situation. Oh my gosh. Open mind, open mind. I swear I don't do this. This is why I say it in practically every single reading I do. This is why I keep the shuffle in. So y'all can go back and see that I'm not doing this on purpose. Like, I'm not pulling these cards directly. I'm not like cherry picking. That's the word. I'm not cherry picking these cards. Like, these are just the cards that came out. I love synchronicities like this. Open mind, open mind. You got open mind twice. Yeah, they want you to keep an open mind about something, because again, you're in this impasse. You're like trying to make a decision about something. So they're saying keep an open mind when it comes to this, whatever it is. And it will be different for everybody because it's a general reading. But okay, so it says, I keep an easy breezy open mind, knowing that inspiration often pops up in unlikely places. Rather than write off new experiences as not for me, I'll lean into them with all my might and dare people, places, and things to surprise me. If the surprise is welcome and or head-spinning, it might just change my life. And if it's not, well, at least I'll get a good story out of it. Amazing. So yeah, they just want you to keep that open mind. They want you to not discount something, not to like just write something off. Okay, cool. So let's keep going. Let's check out some of your other cards now. Oh yeah, the love and relationships card is next. So again, this is another Affirmators card, but this is about like what they think about your love life. It says wait and see. Okay, again, very similar to open mind. So it says thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead to the future. But what if you told them to cool their jets and just chill for a sec? Today you get to put your mental chatter on pause. Take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait, and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, again, you're at this impasse. Maybe you're like waiting for something, honestly. Maybe you're like really nervous because, for example, maybe you're waiting to hear back about like a job interview and how that went or something like that. That's what I'm getting. Like you're like at this impasse of like feeling like this is something in your life is like make or break, right? You're like, either I get this specific job, maybe you're putting a lot, like maybe in fact the message is like you're putting too much pressure on yourself when it comes to this, but like maybe for just one example, again, this could just be an example to illustrate my point, is that For some of you, maybe you're like waiting on a specific job. And if you're like, if this isn't the job for me, then I'm just going to give up my entire career in this field. You know what I mean? Like, that's just one example, but like, they're telling you like keep an open mind still. Don't be so quick to like, yeah, don't be so quick to like discount that or discredit that, or like be like, oh, well, if I don't get this job, this specific job at this specific, like this specific company that I just interviewed for, then I'm never going to work in this town again or whatever, you know, like that. That's just that's the vibe I'm getting from these cards, is like, you're putting too much pressure. That's it. Your ancestors want you to know that you're putting way too much pressure on yourself, and like, it's okay if certain things don't work out exactly how you expect them to, because what's that phrase? Redirection is God's protection, or something like that. Rejection, that's it. Rejection is divine protection. So just keep that in mind, that even if you are potentially rejected from this specific interview, from this specific company, know that, you know, another opportunity might come up right around the bend where it's an even better company and an even better fit for you. So again, just don't be too quick to throw in the towel. Yeah. Don't be too quick to throw in the towel. Keep an open mind. And you got that twice, pile 2. So that's so important. Keep an open mind. Keep your options open as well. I just heard. Yeah. Okay. So next we have these messages. And I'm going to pre-apologize. I know that these cards don't specifically fit in this order, but this is what I just did for pile number 1. And so we're going to just make do with the cards not fitting as perfectly as they do in some other readings. But all right, so this is the Universe Has Your Back Tarot, or sorry, Oracle, and it says, oh, I think that might be a misprint. That's funny. So let's ignore that, because I think that's a misprint. It says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Yeah. I don't know why it has these little the. It's like, what the? I don't know what that's from. That's so funny. This is like the only card in the deck too that has a weird little misprint like that. But yeah, so it says, accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher and be guided back to the light. Yeah, so they just want you to, again, this is very much feeling like, keep an open mind, let the universe guide you, trust in divine timing and divine guidance in this situation. Which again might include rejection, might include, again, remember, rejection is just divine protection. So there might be something better around the corner for you, because yeah, you are blessed, pile 2. Look, you got literally number 22. You are blessed, and your angels and ancestors want you to know that you are very, very blessed at this time. They're I just heard, they're like trying to make this work out for you. They are working behind the scenes to bless you, to have this work out in your favor in some shape or form. So yeah, actually I'm going to put this where I was supposed to put it, but I'm going to put the little cat over it. There you go. So that it doesn't have that weird little misprint there. There you go. All right. And then we also have, so we've got the, these now are, whoops, these cards are from the Muerte, Book of the Dead deck. And these, ooh, you also got a butterfly. That's so funny. Okay, so pile number 1 also got a butterfly, but their butterfly was green. But you have 10 of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, the beautiful abundance. You got the beautiful blue butterfly here. When I think of, 10 of Cups, like opening your heart, like I think of, because they've got like these little like ribs almost. Again, and pile number 1 was Pentacles. And so it was like wealth, abundance, prosperity, green, that kind of thing. But for you, pile 2, this is more about like opening your heart chakra, opening up your, allowing yourself to accept these 10 cups to come into your life. They are sending you all this love and light and abundance, but in the form of like love and friendship. Yeah, because you had connection here. Yeah, they're sending you connection. So 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Cups, I mean, sorry. Pile 1 was 10 of Pentacles. So if you were drawn between pile 1 and pile 2, maybe go back and look at that. But yeah, only if you were drawn to both piles 1 and 2. But yeah, for you, pile 2, we've got the 10 of Cups. So that's like, I'm actually getting really strongly, probably because of this blue. I actually put this on my little candelabra here, but this like beautiful little blue thing. It's got like a little string of hot glue there. But yeah, actually put this on this candelabra myself, because this came with part of my partner's Halloween costume, and so I just took it off and put it on here instead, because I thought it looked cute. But yeah, it's definitely giving like I don't know if y'all are familiar with that one movie. Oh my gosh, what is it called? I'm blanking. Corpse Bride, with Emily. The name Emily might be relevant to some of you too. But yeah, I'm thinking about like spoilers in the end of that movie. She turns into like all of these beautiful blue butterflies and flies away. So blue is heavily the color of your reading today, pile 2. So, but yeah, beautiful. I love that. So you've got 10 of Cups, which is love, abundance. Oh, and you got 2 cups too. Okay, so yeah, definitely. You're very much strong love vibes here. So 2 of Cups. Again, this might be in regards to your romance, your love life, because we've got these 2 soulmates. Again, oh yeah, you did get, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations here. So yeah, this might be about your soulmate. Pile 2, you got the 2 of Cups. I think this is so pretty. I don't know why, but yeah, these little skeletons, one's, I think because like the water represents emotions, like one's emotions pouring into the other. So pretty. Yeah, more like hearts behind the ribs. So yeah, keep an open mind, but also keep an open heart is what I just heard. You know, make sure your heart chakra isn't blocked off, pile 2. But that's beautiful. All right. And then last of these cards, you've also got 4 of Wands. Okay. So I might have to look that up. Let me see what 4 of Wands in this deck wants to tell us here, specifically from this deck. Oh, it says advice from the dead in here. Yeah, ancestors. All right. Okay, so for Wands, okay. Let me actually just go ahead and read because it's here. So we've got the 2 of Cups. It says, love is the imperative, sorry. So this is for the 2 of Cups. Love is the imperative of this card. Passion, a strong connection of reciprocal exchange and attraction, affection, complementary, and comprehension. It can signify a gestation after an incubation, or sorry, accumulation, but reversed, it can also symbolize the birth of jealousy, frustration, or betrayal. Yeah, but you've got it in the upright, pile 2. So basically, this is just a reminder that, you know, happiness and love is on the way to you. So just keep an open mind around that. Again, I cannot reiterate, you got the keep an open mind when it comes to your love life. So yeah, in order to bring in this soulmate energy. Your soulmate may differ from your expectations of them. So it says, gain well-being and happiness when you have rightly accumulated it, but also when you have received and prepared for the next steps to take. All right, yeah, so prepare, again, keep your open mind, keep your open heart, and you'll be happier if you give like something a chance, I think is what it's basically saying. Like something that you might feel like initially to not give it a chance. If you give it a chance, you'll be very happy with it. And you also have the 10 of Cups. It says, the transformation is complete. The butterfly has reached the end of its development. This card represents the coronation of an undertaking, a love, a project that we have poured all of our passions into. Like this, the pouring of the passion. So, yeah. It also it's also connected to the home and the family that lives there. Only complications, divergent opinions, or losses can bring about negative emotions such as anger or bullying. Interesting. So the advice from the dead is, welcome without indulgence what you have gained and realized, without fear of taking advantage of what you can gain, as this is yours and no one can take it away from you. Interesting. Yeah. So there's something here that your ancestors want to tell you, pile 2, that you've earned it, and that is something that no one can take away. So it's something that you have put your blood, sweat, and tears, I heard, into. Like you really poured yourself into this thing, and that is going to be an accomplishment that nobody can take from you. So that's beautiful. Yeah, because you also have, yeah, again, the wands. So now let me find the wands here. In this book, because I specifically wanted to see what it says about in this specific deck. That's Pentacles. Where the heck is the wands? Sometimes I wish these little guidebooks came with little tabs. So yeah, that was the Cups cards, and there's Wands. Or the Pentacles, I mean. We're looking for Wands. We're looking for 4 Wands. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just opens right to the page, and other times. Hello? Oh, there it is, finally. Okay. Found it. Wands. This is way down at the bottom. That's why I missed it. Okay, so we're looking for 4 of Wands here. And there it is. So it says, a particularly creative card, balanced and prosperous. The 4 of Wands makes any desire become reality, bringing it complete into the world and also reinforcing connections. There's that word, connections. Connection. Oh my God, I love when synchronicities like that happen. Yeah, so I keep saying it's always, every time I see every time I see a connection, every time I see a synchronicity, it's always so exciting. So yeah, social life or any new construction. The only risk is becoming too attached to material concerns or allowing complacency to slow your progress. Okay, so advice from the dead is, make the most of this moment of stability to fulfill joy and benefit what you have gained. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, your ancestors want to tell you to really enjoy this time of your life. Like, you've earned something, you've gained something that you can, like, you will never lose this. For example, for some of you, it might just be, you know, you've gained some sort of like clarity, like some sort of understanding. And like, that is something that is internal work that you've done that like nobody can take that away. Once you've learned your lesson in something, once you've learned your life lesson, nobody can take that from you. So that's beautiful, pile 2. Okay, wonderful. So then you also have the stained glass. So you have the Chariot. Yeah, fast moving energy towards something that, again, I feel like you're going towards this connection, these new connections with these people. And if you keep an open mind, if you wait and see, if you're patient with this situation, let it unfold naturally. That's what I just heard. Let it unfold naturally the way it is supposed to happen. Trust in divine timing. Trust that your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides have your back. And yeah, you will be able to successfully overcome this impasse here, this like this transitional time in your life. All right, beautiful. So yeah, but you do have the Chariot, so it's fast moving energy from this point. It's gonna kind of feel like it's all gonna come in quickly for you now, pile 2. Now that you've earned it, now that you've learned this lesson or something, it's gonna start like, everything's gonna start feeling like it's falling into place, basically. All right, so yeah, here we go. Another one, be still. So this is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. So your ancestors just want you to know that like you can kind of relax now, because this is gonna, they're working behind the scenes. They are blessing this, whether it's a sacred union or some, you know, like there's something that's coming into your life. Like again, maybe it's a new job, a new promotion, something where like, it's like almost like starting a new chapter of your life. So again, it depends on your personal situation, but it feels big. It feels like you're starting like a new business or a new relationship or a new, like a new job or a career or school or something. It really depends on who you are. And it's all very much based on, like the specifics of what this is going to vary, but you're at that impasse because it's like you're at the end of one chapter and you're going to start a new chapter. But just know that your ancestors, especially your angels and ancestors, your angels who are your ancestors, right? Your spirit guides, they are working behind the scenes tirelessly. They don't sleep. I just heard they don't sleep. They're working tirelessly to bless you and whatever this is in your life, whatever this new beginning is for you. Pile 2. So it's beautiful. So yeah, they're just saying you can be still at this time. You can relax. You've worked really hard towards something. Like again, maybe I'm just getting like this idea that like maybe you've graduated college and now you're looking for this next job and like this new, which is a huge transition, right? A huge change in one's life is to like go from, you know, being a student to like then going into the quote unquote real world. And like, yeah, so they just want you to take a second to breathe. I know it feels like you can't at this point. And obviously you don't have to like still work toward your goals. But just, you can maybe like be more still within your own mind. Like you can be a little more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Be a little more, try to relax. That's the word. Yeah. Just try to relax. Be a little more calm about it. You know, like you're going to get there is what I just heard. So yeah, you're going to get there. Don't be too impatient. You know, this is like, yeah, wait and see. They're asking you to be patient with something because it's coming in for you. And I feel like you're kind of like, you're like, when is it going to be here? When is it going to be here? It's like waiting. I always say this, but like when you manifest something or when you're waiting on something, it's like how they say a watched pot never boils, right? So it's like, or like if you like ordered something from Amazon, 2-day shipping, it's like, it's going to be here in 2 days. Like, but you don't have to be sitting by the door waiting for it the whole time to arrive. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, the universe wants you to like take a breather, take a breath, like be still for a little moment in between this transition, between the chapters, like the ending of this one chapter and the start of a new chapter. Like really take it in, you know, like it's like hitting a check mark. I just like a checkpoint in a video game. You know what I mean? Like you've hit like a checkpoint here, it seems, pile 2. So yeah, the universe just wants you to like take it in. Like, it's like climbing up a mountain and having to, you know, taking that time to like look around, be still, look at how far you've come already, you know, look back and see just how far you've come. Yeah, take it in, like give yourself a chance to actually enjoy this giant accomplishment that you just accomplished. Because then, you know, pretty soon you're going to be like, go, go, go again. So yeah, the universe wants you to take this time to appreciate how far you've come. And specifically your ancestors want to congratulate you on whatever it is that you've accomplished here. So, also you've got sound healing, number 47. So you could also, listen to songs at this point. Like listen to like calming music, meditative music, because she looks like she's meditating here. Or you could even just go ahead and like listen to any songs for messages from your ancestors. They will send you messages if you ask them for messages. If you ask specifically like a question, and shuffle a song playlist like on Spotify, right? And then listen for like an answer. That is a way to communicate with one's ancestors or angels and spirit guides. Again, not all ancestors are spirit guides, not all angels are ancestors, but there is sometimes quite a big overlap there sometimes, depending on who they are, right? So just want to keep throwing that out there as clarification. But yeah, okay. And then last but not least, pile 2, you've got a few of these playing cards that are the visual crystal healing cards. So this is about which crystals could help you at this time. Opalite, beautiful. Okay, so it says happiness, faithfulness, and loyalty. Gorgeous. So yeah, they want you to maybe get a piece of opal, as well as a piece of sapphire. Okay, so sapphire is wisdom, virtue, and good fortune. Beautiful. Yeah, so if you want to, bring in this abundance, this good fortune, and happiness, these are some good crystals to pick up if you are in the market. Again, you don't have to, but that's only if you would like to get yourself another piece of, if you would like to get yourself a nice crystal, you could look into either an opal or a sapphire. And then last but not least, we have this final little alchemical thought card here. And it says, you are a soul living in a flesh temple. Oh, wait, let's focus first. Yeah, there you go. You are a soul living in a flesh temple made of stardust, riding a rock through space. Don't sweat the small stuff. Exactly. You are pure magic and mystery. Yeah, exactly. This is a perfect way to sort of sum up I was like at the tip of my tongue, pile 2, and I was like, how do I describe what I'm sensing from all of these different cards? And it's like, yeah, it's don't sweat the small stuff. Like, let yourself enjoy where you're at in this moment and trust in divine timing. Trust that your ancestors, your angels have your back. And yeah, just remember to take it easy, take it slow, wait and see. Good things are coming in for you, pile 2. You are blessed. You are love and light. Your ancestors, they got your back. So don't sweat the small stuff. And yeah, make sure to celebrate your accomplishments. It's so important for ourselves to clap for ourselves, clap, like no one else will do it for you sometimes, truthfully. So even though, your spirit team in the background, they know what you've been through, they know how hard you've worked, so they're clapping for you. But sometimes it's hard for us to hear that, right? It's hard to see the signs and synchronicities from the universe when they're trying to congratulate us. So just remember that it may not feel like you have anything to celebrate or congratulate yourself for at this time, but just know that you've been accomplishing great big things, even things that no one else sees. For example, again, like I said, there's something about you've accomplished something that no one can take from you, because you've accomplished something that is like spiritual work, like actual like shadow work, that kind of thing. And unfortunately, most people in our lives just will never see that kind of behind the curtain, like, you know what I mean? Like Wizard of Oz, like they won't ever get to see that peek behind the curtain. They won't really understand or see it. It's not something that will show up as much like outwardly as it is. It'll help us, get through our lives the way we, if we've changed our mind, like we've kept an open mind and we've changed our mindset somehow. So yeah, I just saw 3333 on the timer. So, confirmation, but yeah, that's going to do it for your reading, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. I hope you got some good messages from these cards. Again, overall, your ancestors just want to say, you're doing great, sweetie. But like in all seriousness, they really do want to say you've accomplished something great. They want you to take this time for yourself, this impasse, this in-between time, to really, really appreciate and look back, look down the mountain like see you've climbed all this, and you might be looking at the top of the mountain going, but I have so much to still to climb. But you've already gotten this far, and they just want to remind you to like take it in, take the, like, stop to smell the roses, is another way people say it. But like, I'm thinking about like when you're climbing a mountain, there's these moments where you have to like you're at the checkpoint where it's like, take a second to breathe and be still and look around and see how far you've come. Like really take it all in before you keep going up that mountain. And so, yeah, that's going to be your reading today, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. Hope you got some good messages out of these, out of this reading today. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me with the algorithm. Likes, comment, share, subscribes, all that good stuff really, really helps me out. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I hope to see you in oh my gosh, I just ran out of footage, but yeah, that's why I'm like, thank you so much for being here, pile number 2. I really, really appreciate you, and I'm so thankful that I got to read your cards today. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care, pile 2. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I totally meant to do this at the end of your reading, so sorry I picked up your cards, but hopefully I'll remember to edit this in properly. But yeah, I've got actually some more signs and synchronicities for you. As the last thing, we have the charms I said I was going to do, as well as the letters. So go ahead and just turn down your listening device if you are sensitive to the sound. Yeah, let me just get you some, these are meant to be synchronicities. So might spell out a name or some initials. There might be just extra confirmation for if you see a name, you can spell out a name or initials. That's just blank. Yeah, I'm not gonna read out every name that I see, but if you can, you might be able to spell out a name or a some initials here. See Vin, like Vinny. Yeah. What's this? Is this, you got like, no, okay, that's G. Okay, good. You got Ben, B-N. So yeah. Is there Dan? Yeah, D-A-N, Dan. Okay, so anyway, you can pause and look at the letters and see if you see any names or initials in there for yourself, but it's again just meant to be an extra confirmation. And now these are the charms, just as again another sign or synchronicity confirmation. Again, make sure to turn down your volume right now if you're sensitive to the sound, because it can get quite loud. But let me just pull out a few charms for you as signs and synchronicity here. So let's see. Let me pull out okay. I'm just trying to get to the bottom because they like some of the ones that are like the charms actually sink to the bottom. Okay, so we've got a little bike. All right, let me just get a couple more here. Yeah, I want like the charm looking ones, these ones. Okay. All right, so we've got let me just get one more handful of like the little charmy ones, like the charm bracelet kind of charms. Okay, there we go. So you got a lot, but let's see, pile 2. So you've got like half of like a little necklace, like a sloth. You also have a unicorn. So unicorns could be significant to you. Hey, I'm a unicorn, Unionicorn, so obviously I love unicorns as well. You've also got the little bike, so someone you know who might have liked to bike. You also have these little cuffs, pile 2. I see those as like little cuffs. You also have like a little pacifier. You have a sea turtle. So someone who might like turtles, or turtles could be significant to you or this person. Oh, you got 2 turtles. Wow, look at that. 2 little turtles. Wow. Okay, pile 2. You got 2 turtles. That's really cool. So yeah, sea turtles could be significant for you. Oh, you also got one of these. You know, it's funny. Pile 3 also got one of these. I know because like I said, I forgot to do your charm, so I'm doing it at the end here, pile 2. But yeah, I think theirs is facing the other way. So you've got the Pegasus here, and so it's like kind of like Greek mythology. Pegasus, like Hercules and Pegasus, can be significant. You've got a crystal heart, as well as this green green heart. Oops. I like this one because it's like green and red heart, so like Christmas time. You've got a little pearl. Pearls could be significant for someone. Pearl may be a name, Pearl. You also have a little panda. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh wait, last one here. What's this charm? No, 2 more. Okay, you've also got a crown. So, crown, possibly some of you might be descendant from royalty. That's just for some. But yeah, possibly have a royal bloodline. And then you also have Snoopy. So Snoopy could be someone's favorite character. So yeah, that is your charms. Go ahead and pause if you want to take a look more at those. Oops, pile 2. But yeah, these are your charms. Again, sorry I forgot to do your charms earlier, but there you go, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And again, thanks so much for being here. And thanks for the likes, comment, share, subscribes, all that good stuff. And hope to see you next reading. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Hello, magical creatures. Hi, welcome to your reading, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful angel aura quartz crystal in the shape of a pretty heart, this is going to be your reading. Today we're asking the question, basically, what do our angels and ancestors want us to know at this time? So, and again, specifically ancestors, but sometimes I feel like there's a confusion where sometimes your ancestors can be your angels, sometimes your angels don't have to be your ancestors, but sometimes there is overlap there, so that's why I say it that way. Also, I did move the camera up again once more to just show off my beautiful Barbie. I love her so much. So yeah, but I'm actually gonna tilt the camera just so that we have more space to lay out the cards and see the cards. So again, sorry if the camera is shaking a little bit. Let me just readjust. There you go. Beautiful. So yeah, but okay, pile 3, let's just jump into your cards. So today we have this Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. So this is just sort of the overall message your ancestors want to tell you at this time. And it's renewal. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. What a gorgeous card. I don't know if I've ever seen this card before. Yeah, so there's something they want to almost congratulate you on. There's some renewal happening in your life, some big change I'm getting. But let me keep looking at your cards. So you also have the Romance Angels card. Oh, passion. Okay, so this is how they feel about your love life happening right now. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, so they really want you to embrace this passionate new beginning is what I heard. Like for some of you, it might not be specifically romantic. It could be a passion when it comes to like a job or something. But there's this spark. There is this passion. You have this like renewed passion for something. Is what I'm getting from these 2 cards here. Let me get more cards out just to clarify. But yeah, so pile 3, your angels, and again, I keep saying angels and ancestors because sometimes again, sometimes your ancestor is a spirit guide angel. Sometimes they aren't, but, and sometimes your ancestors, so yeah, sometimes your ancestors are your spirit guides, and sometimes you have other spirit guides or angels that are not specifically your ancestors, but yeah, but your ancestors specifically want you to embrace this new passion, whatever it is, whether it's an actual physical passion, like with a new love in your life, or if it's a more of like a platonic passion, like a passion for some hobby or something like that too. For some of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic passion, is what I'm getting at, but they want you to embrace it, this passion. All right, so then let's look at your Affirmators cards. So your first Affirmator card says courage. Okay, it says, no one is fearless, no one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts. Oh my gosh. Then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Wow. Sorry. I didn't know I was going to say that. So, was surprised by that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this card in the deck. Pile 3. Oh my god. That's so funny. Okay. But basically, yeah, they want you to be courageous, not fearless, because no one is fearless, but they want you to be brave with something. So I heard this thing that has really stuck with me, which is like, no one tells you that bravery feels like fear. So even though you can be fearful of something, they're saying do it anyway. Do it anyway. Get past that fear. Move past that fear of whatever this is. And again, it could be, you know, it could be a romantic relationship they're talking about, or a passion, like actually pursuing your hopes and your dreams, your passion in life. So let's see what else your creativity card has to say. So it says break the routine. Okay. What are the enemies of creativity? Apathy, boredom, routine, and I suppose fascism, but that's a different conversation. Time to ditch those blah-inducing bedfellows and throw a little spice in your soup. If you paint, try painting in the dark or with a foot, preferably your own. If you write, do so in a forest or a field or a bathroom full of nature pics. No matter the medium, you can make your makings make your day. Get your dabble on with different materials, genres, even art forms. How else is that theremin ever gonna get played? Called out. So, and do y'all own a theremin? Theremin sounds so beautiful. If you've never heard of it, look it up after you watch this video, of course, but look up theremin music. It's so pretty. But yeah, this is kind of reminding you to like also don't get stuck in a rut, like be brave to break out of your regular routine and like, yeah, have the courage to pursue your passions, you know, whatever that passion is. And then it says perfect match. Okay, so you got a love and relationships. Okay, so this is how your ancestors feel about your romantic life, and you got perfect match. So yeah, I'm getting like there's this renewed passion specifically with a person in your life that they're like really encouraging. They're like, yay, yes, this is going in the right direction. They want you to have this relationship with this person, whoever comes to mind with you, because whoever you're like having this passionate, I just heard whirlwind romance for some of you, not all of you, but like, even if it's like, even if you're like rekindling a relationship with like, you know, you've been married for like 20 years and you're, you know, renewing your passions with them or something like that. You don't have to be single or, newly in a relationship. You could be rekindling this passion with this person, but whoever's coming to your mind, they're saying that they are your perfect match. Congratulations, you've gotten yours and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. This is the sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. That's beautiful. Yeah, you can be yourself with this person. That's so lovely. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love that neither party will have to hide their farts from. Smells like a special duo. Yeah, anytime this card comes out, I always bring up the joke about like, there was this point in time with my relationship and we just celebrated our 17 years together. just this last month. But yeah, there was this early on in our relationship, we saw this video that was talking about relationships, and it was like this one, I don't know what you'd call her, like the love guru, I don't know. She was like this woman who was talking about love and relationships, and how there's always like a fork in the road where it's like relationships could go one of two ways, and they could like split off and go this way or that way. And she said that is like farting in a relationship is actually like the test of how healthy your relationship is, because obviously everyone has to fart, right? Like the book Everyone Poops, like everyone has to fart. So it's like, how does the other person react to you farting though, is like sort of like the make or break for the relationship, is what she was saying. And so I always think it's funny because she called it the fork and the fart, and that would became like an inside joke with me and my partner, is like the fork and the fart. So anytime that card comes out and they literally mention the fart, it's so funny to me. Because yeah, so I don't know, hopefully y'all think that's funny too, and not like ew, but like yeah. So yeah, but it sounds like you have this perfect match, that you have a relationship in your life that your ancestors are really encouraging you to invest in and continue to renew that passion with them. And that's beautiful. Also, you've got number 44, the Thinker card. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. And then you also have, oh, this is a direct message from the universe. This says the universe has your back. Oracle, and it says, my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. Oh, that's beautiful. I really like this pretty little, I don't know what you call it. It's almost like a wreath. Very pretty. And it's like fall season right now. We just got past, at the time I'm recording this, I was actually recording it on 11/11. I meant to have it out by 11/11. Technically, I meant to have this specific reading out by November 1st, but hey, it's better late than never, right? So, but yeah, this is reminding me of like all those pretty wreaths that people are putting out now, like their fall decor wreath, or their like Christmas wreaths even. Some people are starting to celebrate Christmas now too, early, get a early head start on Christmas decorations. So yeah, but that's so pretty. I don't think I've ever seen this card come out of the deck. So very beautiful for you, pile number 3. Yeah, very fall vibes here, these last 3 cards. The oranginess, very pretty. All right, so yeah, maybe you're also just really enjoying the seasons. Maybe you're someone like me who loves the holiday seasons. Absolutely love this time of year. All right, and then you also have the Queen of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so you're embracing this Queen of Cups energy for sure, pile 3. That's lovely. And then you also have Ace of Wands, I believe. Awesome. Yeah, so again, creativity, love, passion. Yeah, both of these are very passionate cards. That really does synchronize. I love when synchronicities happen like that. And then you also have 9 of Wands. Okay, I'll see if I have time to read what that one's about. Let's see. And then you also have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so your angels / ancestors, your ancestors want you to know that this is like a card of good luck. You're coming into possibly some fortune, or yeah, the wheel is going to turn in your favor because it's in the upright. So yeah, good luck. They're sending you good luck and abundance at this time, which is lovely. Love to see it. Okay, let me just push these up a little more. I know that this reading is, I said it in my other piles too, pile 3, but this is not the reading if you wanted like good card layouts. I don't know. I just got too many cards. I got too excited to get so many cards this time. So I swear I usually do a better job at laying out my cards, but it is what it is. Like, you can't be perfect, right? Nobody's perfect, or Po Buddy's perfect. All right, so but yeah, Queen of Cups, that's your energy, pile 3, and you've got these beautiful Wands energy too, which are like, again, passionate. Wands are all about passion. So let me look up real quick though what it says about the Nine of Wands. So in the little guidebook here, our Santa Muerte, Book of the Dead. These cards are from the Book of the Dead, which is, I'd say, you know, apt. Santa Muerte Tarot. So let's see. I'm looking for wands. We got swords. Oh yeah, I literally did this earlier and I was like, where are the wands? Because it's like, it starts on the bottom. Here it is, wands. Starts on the bottom. So yeah, creative / sexual center. So, and also flame energy. So fire energy. Some of you might be fire signs, but you don't have to be. But it's just like the embracing the yeah, wands represent creative and sexual energies, desires, instincts, energetic creative flames, or imagination. They represent the vital and the audacious impulse to action. Yeah, passion, basically. Again, like I said, they're very passionate. Like wands is passion to intervention and the modification of reality, just as our will gives us order in a dynamic and propositional manner. Red is the color that identifies these cards, while the pelvis and the inguinal areas are the parts of the body corresponding with this suit. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so and all of my readings are 18 plus. I have to throw that out there. But yeah, so I'm not going to go too into that, but you can read between the lines there. Yeah, very much getting a lot of red in your reading too. Yeah, you've got a lot of reds and oranges, like very much these heart chakra. I keep saying heart chakra in each of my readings, but like, yeah, I think that's the overall theme for all of these readings. If I were to say, oh no, one of your candles went out. I gotta wrap this reading up. But yeah, so for you, pile 3, what I'm basically getting is that in every one of my readings today, there's sort of been this theme of like opening one's heart. But for you, pile 3, you're very much already, I think, very much doing a great job at that. You have already embraced like this very loving energy. And because with your Queen of Cups, you have a big, wide, open heart. You are passionate and loving. And yeah, you're really much, I think, out of all of the readings today, you are really living in that energy, pile 3, which is lovely to see. All right, so, and let me just quickly read your wands, Ace of Wands here. The creative stimulus of the Ace united with the Suite of Wands brings a powerful and energetic contribution at all levels and in all areas. This card represents a new beginning, fertility, a birth, vitality, and aptitude toward leadership. This is a favorable time to start something new. Yes, absolutely. Above all, in the professional field. However, if errors have been made or incorrect evaluations or abuses of power, then we will be obliged to pay the consequences, even particularly severe ones. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, it was talking about having the courage to break your routines. Yeah, having the courage to go after your passions. So yeah, you're definitely getting the nudge from your ancestors, pile 3, to start something. Start this creative project, this passion of yours. You're getting the encouragement to do so. Having evaluated a potentially favorable situation, concentrate all of your energies toward a new and important undertaking. Yes, or a new passion. Amazing. Perfect. Very clear message there, pile 3. Wonderful. All right, and then you have the Nine of Wands as well. So the Nine of Wands says your strength to withstand adversity and your ability to truncate what is clearly useless and stale. So to get rid of, I think, is what it means. I'm not sure of the definition, but I think it's saying your ability to remove what is clearly useless and stale brings you the success and the achievement of your project, even if a period of cleansing, complications, protracted evaluations or adversity may slow down the progress of expansion, you will manage to harvest the fruits of what you have sown. Beautiful. Yeah, so you are you're bringing in all this abundance, pile 3, which is lovely to see. So take this situation in hand and with patience, fight for what you wish to attain while waiting for a more favorable moment. Interesting. Yeah, so, but basically, it's like a bit of a celebration card here. See all this confetti? Yeah, your ancestors want to celebrate you for something that you've been able to accomplish thus far, but also they are encouraging you to keep going, keep pursuing this passion project I just heard. So whatever this is, again, it could be this passion with this one person, this perfect match for you, could almost be inspiring you to pursue this passion when it comes to this creative project, this your life's work. I just heard, like your legacy almost. Beautiful, wonderful cards, pile 3. All right, and then now you have the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. What can you do at this time to help you bring in this manifestation and abundance? Okay, so you have the Drink Tea card here. Beautiful. I don't know why my card is dirty. I didn't leave it out. Okay, but yeah, you've got the Drink Tea card. Beautiful. So yeah, this will help you. Again, that warmth from when you drink like hot tea, that's gonna like, I think, really help you. Again, I keep saying it. Open up that heart chakra, like, you know, like that warm cozies, warm cozies. No, blah, blah. Warm cozy feeling is what warm fuzzies is what I was trying to say. I was trying to say warm cozy feeling and warm fuzzies at the same time. You know, okay, you'll get what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, this is saying like embrace this like I was saying here, like this like fall vibes, like energy. Whoa, focus. There you go. How this looked like a little wreath. Your ancestors want to encourage you to embrace this like cozy vibe, feeling the warmth of the hot tea, or I mean, you could drink iced tea, but I think this is supposed to be hot tea. Yeah, there's something almost spiritual about a good cup of tea, I think. You know, the herbal, like, so steeping it, like the whole, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like the whole process of steeping one's tea, and there's like a ritual to it, like a beautiful, relaxing ritual to making oneself a nice hot cup of tea. So that's going to really help center yourself and really help, yeah, just give you the warm, cozy, the warm, fuzzy feelings. All right. And then you also have spend time with friends. Oh, again, this is so beautiful. And again, this is perfect for the holidays are just right around the corner. So your ancestors are really encouraging you to, yeah, spend time with your loved ones at this time, friends and family, but specifically friends, those who make you feel those warm fuzzies when you hang out with them. Yeah, definitely make sure to also tell those people in your life how much you appreciate them, because we never know, right? We just never know when it's going to be our last time with somebody. So always, always, always remember to tell your friends how much you love and appreciate them, especially, again, the holidays. It's the perfect time to, you know, give someone a special gift. Like, it doesn't have to be expensive either. It can be just something made from the heart. Like a handwritten letter is honestly some of the best gifts you could give someone, right? It's just like a little letter of appreciation, or like a card, you know, to tell them that you care about them and that you appreciate them. So yeah. All right. And then last but not least, pile 3, you have your, Crystal Healing Guide playing cards here. And this is going to be, if you are in the market for wanting to get yourself some little fun crystals to help you with the energies at this time. Yeah, beautiful. I'm just like, orange. You got so many, this fall vibe. Yeah. So your ancestors saying citrine is great right now for you for happiness, joy, and light. Again, I'm getting such warm feeling, like warm, cozy feeling, that fire energy, like the sitting by the fire. Like, again, if you don't have a fireplace, like drinking hot tea is sort of like a similar feeling, right? To like evoke that, like those warm, cozy feelings. And those are going to really, yeah, help you continue to accomplish your goals when it comes to these passions too. It really is going to help you. I know that might seem silly, or like there's a disconnect there. You're like, how? But it's all about this renewal. Like you're really helping yourself. I don't even know how to describe it. Sorry, I'm going blank because it's just like, it's just such a vibe. Like it's such a cozy feeling, like a vibe where it's just going to help you feel more whole, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. Hopefully you understand what I mean, pile 3, because yeah, I'm not really sure how to even describe it. But then you also have selenite, beautiful, yeah, cleansing yourself and your space. Okay, you're right. So for some of you too, like you are being encouraged to like sort of like spring cleaning, but like I just did this the other day and it felt so great to like go through my entire bathroom closet that I did not, like I was just dumping all kinds of like things in there, as in like anytime I got like a body wash or a you know, like I just kind of like, it was all disorganized is what I'm getting at. So I was able to like go through my whole bathroom closet of like all the like toiletries and like only make sure to like keep the things that I really loved and am going to be using, and I like got rid of the rest of it, and it's so nice. Like I can't describe how nice it is to have like a cleaned out space. And so now I'm sort of like every weekend now I'm like, this is sort of in my project of like, I'm gonna clean out these new spaces. So it's like spring cleaning but fall cleaning, whatever. But it's just, it's so important at the end of the year to sort of cleanse your space and yourself. And like, yeah, so this selenite might also be helpful for you in accomplishing that, to like, yeah, it's like out with the old, in with the new, you know, like the new year, getting prepared for the new year. And yeah, I can't get over how beautiful the colors are in your particular pile here. I'm gonna put it like that, pile 3. But yeah, these are your cards. There we go. But yeah, the color story that's happening here is so pretty. All these 3 color, like all these 5 cards here together. So pretty. All right. Very much fall vibes. Definitely. All right, but that's going to do it for your reading. Oh, wait, sorry. I almost forgot. Pile number 3. We also have nothing changes if nothing changes. Yeah, so they're asking you to make this change. You gotta have the bravery, right? The courage to make this change. So marinate your mind on that for a day, it says. Yeah, so nothing changes if nothing changes. So yeah, you're being gently encouraged to make those sorts of changes in your life. Be brave to break that routine, make the changes, clear out the things that no longer are serving you, and for this beautiful renewal. Yeah, that's such a clear message, and I'm so glad. Like I always say this every time, but definitely check out the shuffle if you ever want to see like these cards. I swear I did not cherry pick these cards to come out, but it's a very, very strong message of embrace this passion in your life. You know, spend time with your friends and family and loved ones. Enjoy the cozy holiday season, but also be brave to make changes in your life that, you know, will make you feel better, you know, in the new year. Like you will feel so much better if you spend a few weekends just going through and like getting stuff to donate, or even like, you know, possibly even like going and like if you have some brand new items in your home, now is a great time to donate them because people are shopping for their families for gifts, right? Like at a thrift store or something. Some people can only afford to shop at the thrift store, right? So now would be a great time to donate your items, especially if they're things that you, especially if they're like brand new in package, never been used, you know, good quality, but it's something that you may never even use yourself. It's a great time to like purge your space, like clean your space, and also give back in that way to others. So, but yeah, that's gonna be your reading, pile number 3. Oh, last but not least, I did forget to do this for pile 2. I'm gonna have to go back, but yeah, I'm gonna actually get a couple charms and letters for you just as confirmation. So this is going to get loud though, so just a heads up on that. You can turn down your listening device now if you are sensitive to sound. But yeah, we've got a few letters here, so this is just gonna, this is meant to be like a confirmation. If you see names or initials in this, could be a message from your ancestors. You got a lot of S's here. SSS, SEAC, Sean, SHEA, sorry, that's Shay, SEAN, Sean. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like REN, Ren. I'm not gonna spell out all of them, but you might see, again, like I said, your initials or your, yeah, names or initials in those letters for you, pile 3. And then we also have some charms here in this bag. So just again, signs, like this is like extra confirmation for some of you out there. If you see like a symbol that is important or means something significant emotionally from one of your ancestors. So yeah, this is, let me just grab some little signs here. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to grab like actual like little charms in here. Hold on. There's like stuff on top that I should probably take off, that I'm not trying to get that. I'm trying to get like the stuff that's in the bottom. Okay, there you go. We'll keep that one. And a little plastic gem, and I'm not sure what number this is going to be, so, but I did pull it out at 5, so I'm just going to put that one back. But yeah, so here's what you've got. Oh, okay, so this says tiny bit wicked. Oh, I thought this was the one that said I love you to the moon and back. Well, anyway, maybe some of y'all love the movie Wicked. But yeah, I thought this was I had one like just like this, but it said I love you to the moon and back. And then we also have, we have a little metal button, could be significant for someone. We have a ship wheel, so nautical. Maybe some of you love the ocean or like being out on the water. Ooh, we've got this beautiful little piece of like, this is actually one of my favorite earrings before it broke. But yeah, this has got like a little space galaxy if you hold it just right in the light. So someone who maybe likes astronomy. You also got the thimble. So anytime I see this thimble, I think of like Peter Pan, the kiss, Peter Pan and Wendy. Then you also have some scissors, so maybe someone likes to sew. And then you also just have this, another confirmation of this beautiful like crystal heart. Like it's kind of shiny. So again, it's very much like the one that you just picked for this pile 3. Beautiful. What is, oh, did I miss one? What's this one? Trying not to knock everything over. What is this? Oh, it's a beautiful like little Pegasus. Pretty. Yeah, like Hercules and Pegasus. Very cool. So maybe some of y'all like Greek Greek mythology is what I'm trying to say. Greek mythology. All right, but yeah, that was your reading pile 3. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here. If you liked this, please give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for letting me read your cards today, pile 3. And yeah, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, again, don't forget to thumbs up, do all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Thanks for being here. Take care. See you next time. Bye.